President Trump remains in Scotland and spent the day reaching a framework for a major trade deal with the European Union. CBS's Weijia Jiang has more on the agreement.
On the third day of his trip to Scotland, President Trump announced that the United States and the European Union reached a framework for a trade deal after talks with European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen.
But I think it's the biggest deal ever made. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
It's a huge deal. It will bring stability. It will bring predictability. That's very important for our businesses on both sides of the Atlantic. It's 15% tariffs across the board, all inclusive.
The deal comes ahead of Friday's deadline when 30% tariffs were scheduled to be imposed on imports from the EU. As part of the new agreement, President Trump says the EU also has agreed to purchase $750 billion worth of American energy and to increase its investments in the U.S. by more than $600 billion. Also on Sunday, the president addressed the situation in the Middle East. When asked about reports of starvation in Gaza, the president suggested that the aid the U.S. is sending to the region is being stolen.
People are stealing the food. They're stealing the money. They're stealing the money for the food. They're stealing weapons. They're stealing everything. It's a mess. That whole place is a mess.
The president said it is a critical time for Israel.
Israel's going to have to make a decision. I know what I do, but I don't think it's appropriate that I say, but Israel's going to have to make a decision.
President Trump's remarks come days after U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff cut short Gaza ceasefire talks in Qatar, after Witkoff said Hamas's response showed a lack of desire to reach a truce. Weijia Jiang, CBS News, Edinburgh, Scotland.
The deal comes in advance of Friday's deadline when tariffs of 30% were scheduled to be imposed on imports from the European Union. As part of the deal, the president said they have agreed to purchase $750 billion of American energy and to increase its investment in the U.S. by more than $600 billion.